America's man's man. Today we're going to talk about story structure. That's right, story structure. Not our normal audience or topics, but hey, we're going to go for it. So if you're a screenwriter, if you are an author, this is important. When we write stories, when we write sermons, we are creating works of art. There is a difference between good art and bad art. We can't always say why we like something, at least the general population can't. But that's why we're masters of what we do. That's why we do what we do. And I don't care if if you're a stand-up comedian or the president of the United States or both. You need to know how to structure a story. Now, we're hardwired to appreciate certain things. We get the good feeling from a work of art, a movie that we saw. We don't know why, but it's there. And I want to focus on one, and that's symmetry. And this is why structure is so important. You're attracted more to people who have symmetrical faces, than not. Why is, say, a snowflake beautiful? Well, because, at least to some degree, it's symmetrical. Nothing perfectly, of course, but that's what makes it pretty. That's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it edifying. That's what makes it, I'm really glad I watched that. I don't know why I like it, but I feel better now that I watch it. Of course, now to kind of pull this into story structure, when we create a story, there's a concept of setups and payoffs, right? So a comedian will set up more callbacks, what have you. And, if there's a mystery to that, or if it just sounds like an abstract concept, it's like, oh, you got to refer to something you said earlier. What that really provides is continuity or completion. We as human beings, we long for completion. We want continuity. That's why we're always tempted to correct people who say something that it's like we know isn't wrong. As a matter of fact, that's a tactic when you're interrogating someone. You intentionally say the wrong thing to get them to correct you. How does this apply to story structure? And this is why you see a hook on TV, or something compelling. Someone in danger, and then they go to a commercial break because they know you'll keep watching it to find out, is this person going to be okay, or are they going to fall in love? Bottom line is that story structure is symmetrical in the way that visually a snowflake or a person's faces or a work of art, story structure is symmetrical in the way of timing. That's why in Act 1 of a screenplay, we pay everything off in Act 3, which is the last quarter. Act 1 is the first quarter, Act 3 is the last quarter. In a well-structured story, I would suggest to you that perfect symmetry in the way of setups and payoffs, timing-wise, is the best way to go.